Hi, and welcome to another quick tutorial for Airport CEO. In this episode, we'll go over the construction and demolition menu to the lower left. The first menu we'll look at is the structures menu. In the structures menu, we have tools that we'll be able to use to build various things like buildings and foundation for the main terminal building. The first option here is foundation, and if we click on this, we will then be able to create the main terminal building by selecting the size that we want and left clicking again. This creates a blueprint for what the foundation should look like, and then what will happen is that a truck will come and deliver all the supplies necessary to build this foundation. We'll then have to set up a contract with a construction company to send contractors and workers to build this building, which we'll go over shortly. The next thing, we can use the foundation bulldozer to clear up something we didn't like. So say for instance we didn't want this section, we can use that and it leaves the wall but it clears the foundation. We can then put it back by doing that again. Oops. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. But as you can see, it doesn't exactly do it right, so we'll have to remove this wall using the bulldoze tool, build another foundation using the bulldoze tool. And if you notice, this bulldoze tool doesn't delete the foundation underneath, it only deletes the walls. So we have to use the foundation bulldozer to get rid of the foundation itself. Okay, so we can quickly right click to deselect that option if we don't want to use it anymore. So if you're on that, we can just quickly right click to get rid of that. Okay, so we can then choose a floor color. So when we hover the mouse over the floor option, we can then just slightly move across and we can then select any of these options. So we can change it to a blue carpet or white tiles or white carpet and so forth. What we'll do, we'll wait until the foundation is fully constructed by the employees before moving on. We can then create walls if we would like. So say for instance we want to separate our secure from non-secure areas, we can use a wall. So on the lower half would have our check-in area and baggage collection, and on the upper half would have our secure area, where is the terminal where people would then board the plane. Okay, we can then use doors, so we can add either small, medium or large doors. So I'm going to put a large door, say for instance on this side, and we can also build a fence. So we can build a fence around the property. Oops. So what we're doing here now is just a blueprint. It's not permanent. We can then delete this if necessary, and we would recover any money that was spent. So this is not permanent. So this is a good way to start by building out everything in a blueprint, changing what you need while the game is on pause, and then afterward we'll then set up our contract and then unpause the game, let the trucks come and deliver the materials, and the contractors will then come and construct this. Now you pay contractors per hour, so it's a good idea to build out everything instead of allowing the contractors to sit and wait until you manually build out everything. That will cost you more in the long run. Okay, We can also build a vehicle depot. We'll do this later. We can build a small ATC tower. When we position our runway, we'll then look at how to do that. We can build a weather station, which would give us weather information. Now we don't have any weather information, but when we build a basic weather station, then we'll be able to populate all this information. And we can put down trees. The trees look like these. This is just for decoration purposes. It doesn't really serve a logical purpose in the game. And we can put down light poles. This is also just cosmetic. It doesn't really affect anything. The airport will still run as normal. Okay, so that's on the structures page. In the next tutorial, we'll then talk about the infrastructure page, which will continue. Thanks for watching.